me out in V like, but don't talk it all. That's really not the truth, I just don't fuck with y'all. I'm only with a few and yeah, my circle small. Or either by my Danny Ruger in my drawers. Ain't trying to be no tough guy, it's just time race. The softest niggas gangster in the mid-state. My grandma said you lose, you better fight again. At the age of 13, she put it in my hand. 38 special, mobbing through the Ricker halls. Kept it to myself, I didn't even tell my dogs. If I did, then I knew she was.
Hey, we back in the building. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what time it is, man. It is Wednesday. That's right. It is Wednesday at 7 o'clock. You are tuned in to the most infamous, most treacherous, most controversial podcast where we're going to discuss every issue that you want to discuss, and we might even for a small cuss out your ball. Right? Well, that's what we might do. Ain't even gonna play no games, man. We're gonna get right into it. Yo, I got the beautiful, the most high toy, the ATL vegan in the building. How you doing, Toy?
I'm good. How's everybody?
Yo. Hey, man, it's been a minute, man. It's about 2 weeks since we recorded.
It's been a minute.
A lot has been transpiring in the world since these last 2 weeks, man. We can go left, we can go right. Yo, let's get into it. Let's not play no games.
Left, right, in between. Let's go.
Yo, we want to thank y'all first for tuning in. You are checking out Convo with a Balls podcast, man. You know, it's your boy B Cuddy, and I got the beautiful toy, the ATL vegan, and we finna get into some topics tonight because, man, we ain't got time to play. It's a lot of stuff going on. First up, man, you know how we do. We got to talk some sports. So let's talk a little bit of sports because, you know, a lot of things been popping off. The NBA season is at full, and when I say full, they at full effect and straight off top. We have a trade in the NBA, man. We got Luca Doncic from the Dallas Mavericks. He was traded to the LA Lakers for Anthony Street Clothes Davis. Yo, that was a monumental trade. Nobody expected. When you talk to the players, you talk to the coaches, even LeBron James did not know this trade was going to happen. Yo, when you first heard this trade, what did you think?
I thought I better text you and find out when we gonna talk about it. Just like I did. I was blindsided. I didn't see that coming because AD for me is the link that gets them going. Like when AD plays well and when AD gets more than 20, 25 points, the Lakers is winning. So I didn't see that coming. Now, where do I think Luca fits in? If he's healthy. The thing about it is Luca stay hurt about as much as AD. Shit.
Exactly. He's missed over 20-some games this season already. He only played maybe 20 games.
Now, when he's healthy, he's hell. But him and AD, they stay hurt. I guess I have to see. They say Luca has to get back in shape. Everybody's saying he's 270 pounds and da-da-da-da. Okay, but when you hanging out with LeBron will get his chef. He can do LeBron's workouts. LeBron can get him in shape. However, will he stay healthy? I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. I'm going to turn it a little bit different. Do you think the Lakers said to hell with LeBron's, what is this, his 20th season or 21st season? 21st. That's 22nd. 21st?
I thought it was 21st.
Okay. Did you think they said to hell with his season? Like, we did you this favor by drafting your son and you played with your son. That's your one. But to hell with your season because we're bringing in Luca. First, y'all got to get used to each other playing. Then you got to build a team around that's going to really compete for a championship. Anthony Davis was talking about competing for a championship. He recently said within like the last 2 weeks in an interview that they're one big away from winning competing for a championship. So with this trade, you kind of took a step back this season. Do you think? I mean, if you were LeBron, would you feel like they said to hell with my season?
I don't think they said to hell because they value him too much. That's the thing. Even in his 21st season, he can go where he want to go. I don't think they said to hell with it. They may have plans to get another big. Who knows? We were blindsided by this trade. I mean, so I don't know who they could possibly get, honestly, but
Now, in the trade deadline comes to A whole,
It's 2 days,
uh,
right?
yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow at 3 o'clock is done. So if a trade is not done by then you have to wait till the off season, or you picking up somebody that was cut from another team, which is always a possibility. A lot of people cut people right before the playoffs so they can go and compete for a championship on different teams.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Me personally, I look at it like this. This was a business decision between two friends. People don't understand that the Lakers general manager and the Mavs general manager are friends. They know each other. They had a conversation, and like the general manager from the Mavs said, it started with a what if, like would you do this, and then it grew legs real quick. The players did not know. The coaches did not know. LeBron James himself did not know. Um, Something
You you
happened
you
with
you believe
Dallas and Luca.
you believe that they didn't tell their franchise player
Yes,
that AD was going?
yes, I do believe that. I
Yeah.
believe this. I believe this. The deal was made before LeBron knew. I don't think LeBron knew prior to the deal happening. They might have, before it got released to the public, they probably called LeBron, "Hey, so you ain't blindsided? Yo, this is what we just made happen." Because you got to look at it. Luca's only 25 years old. So
Yeah.
if he say not in shape this season or next season, he'd be 27 years old. AD was 34, 36 or something like that.
AD
80, yeah,
that old?
yeah. AD's kind of high. He's kind of high. He's not in his prime. I don't even know what AD in his prime. Me personally, I believe AD in his prime was with the Pelicans, but that's just me personally.
Hmm.
Um, but you're going for the younger, more star driven talent because you're going to be able to market the LA team towards Luca for the future. He's only 25. He's going to sign an extension with the Lakers, of course, and then they're going to build a team around him within the next 2 seasons to compete for a championship. Like you said, put him with LeBron. LeBron's going to get him with that chef. They're going to get in that workout, and they're going to go hard. But this season, I think you kind of saying, we're not really in that championship category.
What
So
place are
let's
they in? Do
let's
you do
figure.
you know?
Huh?
I thought they were something like fourth or fifth in the West.
I think they were fifth in the West. They were like fifth in the West. I can double check though.
So that's like out of contention.
Well, competing with Dallas was number two though. That's the thing. Like they were number two.
So maybe they did just say, okay, this year is a wash, and let's get ready to build for next year. Maybe
Yep.
maybe they did say that.
So like so West Conference, you got OKC at one, the Grizzlies two, Houston was three. That's crazy. Denver Nuggets four.
That is
Uh,
crazy. Who's for? Who's for?
Denver Nuggets. Los Angeles Lakers is fifth. The Clippers is sixth. That's crazy too, because I didn't know that. Timberwolves is seven. The Kings is
The
eight.
Timberwolves are 7.
Yep, Timberwolves is seven. Their record is 27-23.
Whoa.
And you got the Kings, the Suns, the Warriors is at the 10 spot. So right now, if you started the playoffs, the play-in games will be the Wolves, Kings, Suns, and Warriors.
Okay.
And the Mavericks, the Mavericks is they're 11. Oh yeah,
This is interesting.
but in the West though, it's pretty tight. It's all about a game. You lose a game, you might drop from like six to you can drop actually 6 to 11 real quick.
Okay.
So
Give me the East. Give me the East.
the East. Let's check out the East. One, you got the Cavs. Two, you got the
I
Celtics.
can't believe that.
What the Cavs? The Cavs been doing
Yeah.
The Cavs been doing
Well,
their thing regular season for the
this
last
is
two
not what I'm
seasons.
saying. I've watched them play, and it is legit. However, we talking about the Cavs. The Cavs are legit good. Even though Boston put them in their place last night, Boston
True.
Boston is the champs. Okay, but okay, who's number 2?
Number two was Boston Celtics,
Okay, number 3,
New York Knicks,
4.
Indiana Pacers.
Mm-hmm.
Number five, Milwaukee Bucks. And you got to remember, they just got Kyle Kuzma. They got rid of Middleton and got Kyle Kuzma. So
Okay.
that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be an interesting, and I'm looking forward to that three up there. The Pistons, which is shocking. Detroit Pistons is number 6. Kay Cunningham is doing his thing this year. Number 7, you got Miami Heat with the Jimmy Butler saga going
I
on right
know
there.
you lying. My Hawks ain't in that lineup at all.
Oh, your Hawks is number 9.
Hmm.
The Magic is 8, Hawks is 9, and then the Bulls round out at 10, which is crazy because the 76ers is 11, and the rest of it is
Our
garbage shirt
team,
juice.
we have a lot of injured. It's 74 degrees in Atlanta, just in case you guys are not in Atlanta. It's 74 degrees, and that's why I have on shorts tonight, and I'm loving it. Okay. But yeah, my Hawks won. My Hawks won against Detroit. I believe it was Monday.
Yeah.
But we lost something like 7 or 8 in a row. We have a lot of injured players. And I'm not want to make excuses, but we have a lot of injured players. But everybody else in the NBA does too. So
I look at this in the East. It's going to be between Boston, of course, Milwaukee, and I got the Cavs. I got the Cavs. That's my Eastern Conference. It's going to be a toss up between them three. The West, I'm not sold on the Thunder. I know how good they is in the regular season, but them playoffs is a different beast because now I can settle in on you and focus on you 4 games in a row. Um, man, I don't know. Them Grizzlies looking good, man.
yes,
Ja
they are.
Morant, trigger, bang, bang, Morant. Yo,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
looking good.
yeah. Facts.
And,
I
and
do
shout
like
out to the Houston
OKC though.
Rockets.
I do like OKC though. That's gonna be like one of my sleeper teams. Is that who SGA played for?
Yep,
Okay. I
yep.
like OKC. Of course I'm gonna take my Lakers. I don't care what. And um so the Suns ain't in that lineup 1 through 10?
Suns was I think like 9. They're like one. Yeah, they're 9 because they're one game above the Warriors.
They was talking about a trade with KD. KD said I'm not interested in a reunion with the Golden State Warriors. So
I
KD is
I
staying
didn't
put.
see that. So this is the thing. I don't see that being a good trade.
Well, he's not going. He said he's not interested.
Yeah, I don't see that being a good trade in the first place. Like even
So,
if he was interested, I don't. You don't have that team that you had when he came the first time.
yeah, that's true.
It's like you chasing the old Clay Thompson right now. That's what you're looking for. A partner with Steph to be a splash brother. And I mean, you got to really just take it and build a team around Steph. That's what it is. And I don't think they're doing that.
Steph is what, 34?
Yes. I'm gonna be honest, and everybody know me. I'm one of the biggest Warrior fans. Um, we have a horrible, horrible front office. Ever
Mm-mm.
since I'm gonna say this, ever since the late great White Hope has left us and went to the Clippers, Jerry West,
Mm.
us finding talent, developing talent,
When you
and
say
and
us,
trading
you're
for it.
you're putting yourself with the Golden State Warriors, even though you're from Detroit.
Oh no, Saginaw. Hold on, Saginaw. But
Saginaw.
but this is why, and I tell everybody this. This is very, very true. The Golden State Warriors have gave more Saginaw basketball players a chance
You
than
say that
any
every time,
team.
but you're
I'm a
using
die hard Warriors fan.
you're using yourself. Oh, we have a horrible front office, so that's your
Yes,
team.
yes, that's my team.
That's your team.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
my team.
you'll be home on the couch with me and my team.
That's
Come
okay. That's okay.
May June,
We,
you'll be
we
you'll
gonna
be
figure
home.
we gonna figure it out. We first of all, we got a horrible. I don't know why they made him the general manager, but that's just my personal opinion. I don't see what he did to even deserve that. But you gotta give
Who's the
people a
GM?
chance. Um, give me a second. He was horrible as a basketball player. I want to say Dunleavy Jr. I want
Oh,
to say Mike Dunleavy Jr. He wasn't a good basketball player in the pros. Good in college though.
hmm.
He was a good
Okay.
shooting guard in college.
Well, I guess we're gonna see because yeah, the Warriors ain't used to losing like they are.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so
Dunleavy
they
Jr.
trust and believe me, they about to make some moves. Trust and believe.
So we're gonna see, man. Like I said, they have to 3 o'clock. A lot of times deals come through last second. But I think one before we move on, what do you think is gonna happen with this Jimmy Butler saga? Do you think he's gonna get out of Miami, or do you think Miami's gonna have to bite that bullet and rock with him? Because he does have a player option for that 50 million next year. So
I
I'm
think
just
I
saying.
think that they're going to let him out of his deal. The reason I believe that is too far gone with him and Pat Riley.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too far gone. Like it's been a lot done. It's been a lot said. Some of this stuff you just can't navigate through. Like it's almost like a very jilted relationship. Like once you say so much and do so much, you may as well just let it go. Like he started to miss flights and practice, and he just don't care. So my thing is, I would have handled it a bit differently, but I think they'll probably let him out. That's what I think. They'll probably let him go. Now, where will he end up? That's going to be the interesting part. Not are they going to let him go, because to me right now he's a distraction to the Miami Heat.
True. Definitely
So
true. At this point, yes.
so so what should have happened is when you guys started not to see eye to eye, you should have just brought him in, said, hey, what can we do to make this work? And if you guys couldn't come to a resolve, then you should have, at that point, made some moves. I understand that it's business and stuff like that, but it has progressively gotten worse. To me, it's just too far gone. I can't see him staying in Miami. I can't. Even he said it. Did you see what I'm saying? Even he said it. Now, how old is Jimmy Butler? 30, what, two?
Nah,
30?
I think let me check. I think he a little bit I want to say 32, 33 though. Jimmy. Jimmy Butler. That's one of the Butler boys. Um I, he's got what, one more year on his contract? So
Now, see
that's gonna
that?
be the
I don't know.
kicker. Yep, he's got one more year on that contract. And that he really
Okay.
this all comes with him wanting to sign that extension. He's 35.
He's 35?
Yep. This year he'll be 36 years old. In
Okay.
September. In
Okay, Jimmy
September he'll
Butler.
be 36.
Oh, I wouldn't have said that. Okay. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
So
So if he has one more year on his contract, does that mean that they won't let him out of the contract?
so with the NBA they got a lot of guaranteed money. So you will have to pay him that 20 plus that 50 if you just cut it him.
Oh, they might
So
they might keep him.
but see that's the thing. You can't but you this is the thing with him. He's got a team has got to say, okay, we're gonna take him. But he's got to commit saying, hey, I'm gonna sign an extension with him. Because other than that, the team is not gonna take him. So a team is not gonna trade just for Jimmy for a season and he's gonna opt out. Because he's gonna opt into that 50 million that Miami's gonna pay him. So if that's the
Yeah.
case, he probably has like 20 more on this contract right now, well, this year, and then 50 next year. So that's 70 million right there on the table. What him being home though, right now, they got him indefinite, up to 5 games. They don't have to pay him. Right now, they don't have to pay him that 20. So whatever team that in the next couple hours, there's gonna have to convince him to sign an extension. He's already said he doesn't want to go to Golden State. So Golden State, like, well, shit, he ain't coming to us. We ain't finna do that. He said he wants
Right.
to go. He wants to go to Phoenix, but Phoenix is just not going to say, okay, cool, give us whatever y'all want to give us. Miami,
Right.
Miami ain't going to do that. So
Right.
it's man, it's kind of like whatever team he wants to go to is in control right now because man, they don't. The Heat has no leverage at all right now. So it's a
I guess
mess. It's a mess.
this gonna be real interesting actually. The next 24 hours. The
Not,
next, what is it? It's 7, 8, 9, 10. The next 30, 31 hours gonna be real interesting.
yep. And then this is the thing to think about. If they don't trade him, he's going to be out for at least 5 games. He's going to come back after that 5 games. You can keep suspending him for little stuff that he's doing, but it makes you makes your team look like you're picking with him at this point. So it's going to be
Your team is also losing.
hmm? Yeah,
Your team is also losing.
and that's another thing. You're not winning without him. So it's kind of like, man, y'all both just got to figure this out because he's going to opt into that 50 million. Nobody's going to turn down 50 million. I don't care who you is.
You know these more seasoned players, they are looking a lot different than the seasoned players of old. I know that technology allows them to rehab their body a lot differently and stuff like that, but it has to be like the food they're eating and the way they're taking care of their bodies because Jimmy Butler still got. I mean, Jimmy Butler can still ball out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he's focused and when he's happy, he can still ball out. I think that has a lot to do with it. And, I mean, when he's healthy, when he's focused, and when he's did I say healthy already?
Yep.
Healthy, focused, and happy, he can ball out. I think that matters. Like if you're where you want to be, that matters. So with him and Pat Riley going back and forth, it's just a distraction. You know, I would really, try to see if we can either work that out or get him out of there somehow.
Hey, I'm looking forward to seeing where this go. And hey, I love basketball, so I'm gonna be paying attention either way it go. Yo,
Yep.
next up, man, let's keep it moving. Yo, okay, let's do this. Yo, shout out to Kendrick Lamar for cleaning up at the Grammys. My man brought home 5 Grammys. Had album of the year. No, it was not album of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It was he had song of the year for
Song
a
of the year. I
diss.
thought I was gonna say I thought Chris Breezy got album of the year.
Chris Breezy got R&B album of the year.
R&B album of the year. Who got album of the year?
That will be Miss Beyonce.
Country?
Yeah, she got country album of the year
Country
and album
Carter?
of the year.
No, Cowboy Carter. That's what it's called.
Yeah,
Cowboy
Cowboy
Carter.
Carter.
That got
Yeah,
album of the year?
yeah. Let me pull up them
I
them
thought that
Grammys.
just got best country. I thought they got best country album.
So Kendrick won best rap song, best rap
Okay.
performance,
Okay.
best music video, best song, and he was nominated for a record. So nope, he didn't win that one. So yep. And then let's see what Beyonce won. Miss Beyonce, and I'm gonna shout out Beyonce because she's the first Black woman to win Country Album of the Year. You know, a lot of people's
That's
mad
what
on
I
it.
thought. I thought it was country album, not album of the year.
Let me double check.
Who got album of the year?
Do, 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 do. All right, record of the year, album of the year, Cowboy Carter. Yep.
So album of the year and best country album?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sheesh. How many did she take home?
Don't know. Let me check. I think she only took home 2.
Well, shit. That's enough.
I think because I know Jay-Z got 24 Grammys. I think she got like 26 or 27.
Wow. All
Yep.
right.
Let's see. Yeah, she did. She did her
Kudos
thing.
to Kendrick Lamar and kudos to Queen Bee because this is her first time in that country genre and she tore it up this year. So
Oh, there was.
good for her.
You know, the crazy part about that is she didn't get nominated for none of the country music awards. Right?
Right.
Turned around and then does this. Yep. Album of the year, Cowboy Carter.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Song of the year, Not Like Us. Which I go back to Kendrick. It was a diss song. It was a diss song. By far, I would have to say the most popular diss song of all time. I'm not gonna say the best diss song of all time. I'm gonna say popular diss song of all time. He performs this week at the Super Bowl. Magic question is, does he do this song?
Oh, absolutely. He's gonna do that song. Yes, watch what I tell you. The whole everything is like his whole foundation is built on that they not like us. He's gonna probably bring out Snoop or he's gonna bring out somebody big on that song. And just hear me out because I was right on the last one.
Okay.
Last Super Bowl I said watch Usher bring out Alicia Keys. Maybe you need to rewind it back. I knew Usher was gonna bring out Alicia
You
Keys
did.
for
You
my
said that.
boo,
I remember you said that.
and I did. I did. And but I didn't see him bringing out her to play that guitar on super super super
Um, I know what song you're talking about, so I can't think of it.
bad girl, bad girl, bad girl. Ain't that's what it's called?
I think so.
I need a bad girl. Yeah, I think it's bad girl.
I mean,
But
but
anyway, and so this year I'm calling it early. Kendrick Lamar is gonna bring out he got a song with SZA, right? That
yep,
song is hot in
yep.
Atlanta. Okay. So he gonna bring out SZA. He gonna bring out one of the West Coast stars or several on They Not Like Us. And I think he gonna double back with that Rihanna. Remember that Rihanna song he had that's real popular?
Oh yeah, yeah. You think he gonna bring
I,
Riri?
I think he's gonna bring her out. I don't think she's pregnant this year. I think he might bring out Rihanna.
I don't know. I I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. That would be a good look. I
I'm
think
gonna tell
they
you,
have been
I'm gonna tell
dropping
you,
hints. I
in
think
my opinion, the only other Super Bowl performance that was better than Usher's. Now we talking about Usher, how he, you know what I'm saying? Usher's Super Bowl was fire to me, and not because he's originally from Tennessee, but not because he lives in an A now. And
right.
you can go to any skating rink in it. Well, not really any skating rink, but you got to know where he is. You can see him on any given night skating. That performance was top tier. But so was Beyonce's performance when she performed the Super Bowl. It was top tier. The only other Super Bowl performance that could even mess with that one is when Dre, 50, and all them came out. Remember?
Right. Yep. Yep.
Remember?
Yeah, that was in
That
LA.
one, that
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 was in
was a
LA.
hot. Oh,
Yep.
that was a hot performance. So he's gonna really have to top that. You see, we still thinking about that. I am anyway. Anytime I hear that dun, 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 the song that Jay-Z wrote, but that
Oh yeah.
who performs that? Dre? Yep.
Dre and
Yep.
Snoop. Yep. Yep.
Man, come on. That even just the setup, the way they had it, it was just very, very dope. Very
This
dope
is
to
what I
me.
look forward to.
So
He was on that set too. He was on that set. He performed with him that year.
oh okay, I don't remember that, but let me just say this.
Yep.
Super Bowl Sunday, I will be in the comfort of my own home because I don't want no loudness. And when Kendrick come on and I get up and start trying to do my little dance, because I can't do no West Coast dance, I'll be. And when I try to do it, I want to be by myself, like with my, very little noise so I can hear him and see him. I don't want all that rah, rah, rah. Ah! No, I will be at home. This is how much I'm looking forward to this halftime performance. Okay.
I look at it like this. Anytime Kendrick performs, because I think a lot of people forget he puts on great performances. If you ever went to one of
He
his
does.
concerts, his tours, or anything, the man know how to put on a show. He's performed at different award shows and gave legendary performances. He will make a statement. I will promise you that. Whatever he decides to do is going to be a statement.
I
I
like
believe
Kendrick.
there's going to be a statement towards the government, what's going on, as far as maybe like with healthcare and all this other stuff that's being cut, and then you also got the immigration things going on. He's going to make some type of statement politically. That's what he's going to do, and
Yeah, you're
he's
right.
going to
You're
put
right.
on a hell of a
I
show.
remember that. Yeah, I remember that performance that he was on an award show. It may have been a Grammys. I can't remember. But him and Beyonce did a song, and he came out and he just was like, all my life I had to. I was like,
Grammys.
oh, okay, Kendrick. I love
Grammys.
Kendrick. Okay, it was the
Yep.
Grammys. Okay,
Yep.
yeah, I look forward to it. I'm ready.
Yeah. And one thing that people
Now,
gotta look. What is that?
who you got? Who you
Oh,
got?
well, for the game,
Yes.
man, give me the Eagles. Give me the Eagles. Give me the
Me
Eagles.
too. I thought me and you were gonna disagree on this, right?
Nah.
And because I love Jalen Hurts so much,
I,
because of a lot of different reasons. And one of the reasons is because Gilly, the stupid kid, every week I gotta see him dancing off Too Short, right?
blow the
But
whistle.
I want to see the Eagles win because I don't want to see Kansas City, and I don't want to see Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, and I don't want to see that's how Pat Mahomes does his hands when he be like thinking
Oh
stuff. He be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't want to see none of that. I don't
I,
want to see none of that. And
I
I
think
got money on
Saquon.
it.
I think Saquon Barkley is going to be very hungry. And man, there ain't no stopping that boy this year. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That boy, he been something else. He's been very legendary, even though he didn't play that last game and try to break that record. That pissed me off. But I still see. Matter of fact, that's gonna be my MVP of the game, Saquon Barkley.
Okay, well, I got some wagers on this game, so I definitely hope Philly come through.
Hey, yo, we got one more before we get into tonight's topic. I just real quick, and I want to know what you think about this. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but it's been heating up on these internet streets. Yo, man, they showing that recently Big Meech and 50 Cent are at odds. It's been it's been reported and shown that Meech has got a concert actually next week on the 13th in Florida somewhere. He's got a lot of artists going to be there performing, and one of the artists that he's performing is going to be Rick Ross. That's right, Rick Ross. He's going to be performing BMF, the song BMF, where he said, "I think I'm Big Meech" in front of Big Meech. He recently actually hooked up with Meech, and they took pictures and a video, and then Meech is going to be at his car show and this, that, and the third.
And then here come 50.
So here comes 50. Now this is the question that I have. I'm just building up to the question. So 50 comes and 50 just, say, hey, I hope these ratings is good on BMF, for this might be the last season and I ain't playing. So then other things pop off. Now, there's backstory to this, though. Everybody knows 50 is petty. We know this. He's petty king. And sometimes he's right, sometimes he's wrong. The backstory is this. There was a female that's an executive producer on the BMF show named Tammy Collins. Tammy Collins is actually have been identified as a I ain't gonna say former, in the former case, as a CSI, confidential informant. So the thing is, she supposedly set up a drug dealer by the orders of Big Meech. She's actually even have records as far as text messages and voice recordings of doing certain things. So 50 got to be 50. 50 says, hey, I got the Tammy Collins story coming next. What people don't know is when Meech came home this time, he cut off Tammy Cohen's. But Tammy Cohen's owns the life rights to Big Meech because he signed them off to her so she can shop the deal and get these shows and movies done, which she did. So she feels kind of slighted. So what it says, what's the saying? No hell as a woman scorn or something like that. So I mean,
Something like that. Something like that.
my question tonight is, let me move this out the way. Do you feel that if I helped you make millions of dollars legally, I helped put your son in acting school so he can have a career, not just a job, but a career. I help give your family money, put your name and put you in this position. When you come home, you can do these books, you can do these movies, you can do everything. Do you feel that you owe me some type of loyalty? Not, you don't owe me everything, but do you owe me some type of loyalty? That is the question I've been asking on social media all day today. Been getting different responses, but I gotta know, Toy, does Meech
Yeah.
owe 50 any type of loyalty for what he's done?
Yes.
Why is that?
I would have to say yes. Now, why did he trust Tammy to with all these with all this when he signed over the stuff to her? Why did he trust her?
I guess because she showed that she was down for him. She was there to put in. I'm gonna be honest. Us men, we find weaknesses in people, and we might use them to our benefit. And then who knows? He might actually had feelings or cared about this person, and then things just went left.
So I was that was one of my questions. Was there any kind of romantic link ups or whatever? But okay, so since we don't know that, so Meech and 50 had to be in negotiations at some point for 50 to do the BMF series, right?
Yep, yep. They've talked many times. As that picture that I posted a
Mm-hmm.
second ago, this one right here, is actually when Meech has came home. 50
Okay.
and Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder, they went out to Florida, checked them out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
They was discussing certain ventures that because there what people don't understand is there was other shows coming behind this BMF show. There's a BMF Immortals, like spinoffs, kind of like how Power has. And there would have
But
been focused on different characters.
only until recently is there like some ripple in the water because of Rick Ross coming on the scene, right?
Yes, you dealing with people I don't deal with. You got to pick a
Okay,
side
so
sometimes.
in my family we got this saying that say pick a side and die there. I don't believe in
Exactly.
that.
You
I don't
know?
believe in that. No. No, hell no. I'm gonna pick a side as long as it's beneficial. When it ain't working for me, the hell no, I ain't
Okay.
gonna die there.
So even that, it's more beneficial to pick the side with 50 because Ross is not bringing any money to you. He's not bringing any type of business to you.
Well, your original question was, do I feel like 50 owes loyalty to Meech?
No, no. Does Meech loyalty to 50? Does he owe loyalty to 50?
Yes, but
Okay.
that does not mean that he cannot be affiliated with Rick Ross. So, see, Cuddy,
I give
this
you
is
that.
my thing. This is my thing now. But also, I'm grown, right?
Hmm.
I can have a friend that don't mess with this friend over here, no kind of way. That don't mean I ain't gonna mess with them over here. That might be my people over there, but they just don't mess with each other, and that's fine. We don't have to talk about each other. We don't have to come around each other. None of that. But you don't get to tell me, especially if we making money, you don't get to tell me that I can't have an affiliation with them just because you don't mess with them. And if you don't trust me to the extent where you can say, I know that Toy is my folks, and I know that when I'm not there, I know that she's gonna rep me whether whatever, and that I ain't gonna be saying no foul stuff or doing foul stuff.
Right.
Then you could be on your way. I absolutely believe that Meech should have some loyalty to 50 because I'm sure there was a lot of money made there. But there's also money to be made with Rick Ross possibly, and then 50 can't just say you can't mess with him because I made the BMF series.
This is my opinion, and this is why I say my opinion. You are 100% correct. I stand but I stand on the side of you by your decision, what you just said, right?
So we stand in solidarity.
But there's a but to this. The reason the
Okay.
but is to this, a couple months ago, there was a reunion. Well, I ain't gonna say reunion. There was a concert in Detroit, and I want to say it was Nick Cannon's Wildin' Out tour. Southwest T was on stage with Rick Ross. Rick Ross was doing the Big Me song. Southwest T was in there. All right. So, 50 already had problems with Southwest T because Southwest T decided it would be a good idea to take pictures with the son of the man that had a hit out on 50. Being, you got to take sides sometimes, but you also got to do your homework on some of the people that you're putting yourself with because you might end up putting yourself in a line of fire and not knowing that People are using you as a pawn. So let's fast forward to the Meech situation. You think that Ross didn't know that 50 would take it some kind of way? That if Meech took a picture or some video or did this, that, and third, you telling me that I'm giving all the credit to the world to Meech, but Meech has been locked away for 20 years. The problem I have is not with Meech, honestly. The problem I have is the people that's around Meech. Meech's son. You have definitely Meech's son should have put in his ear like, yo, Pop, 50 don't mess with that man. 50 got this man's chain at the crib right now. We seen the chain. We seen G Unit passing that chain around. Now, if people don't know what I'm talking about, y'all can look up the video on YouTube and look up Gunplay being beat by G Unit at the BT Hip Hop Awards many years ago, getting his chain snatched, and then they passing the chain around wearing it in Miami. So disrespectful. But we can move forward. But the problem is the people around you are letting you make these decisions. Now, when somebody said this, and I want to say it might have been Cameron, said when Meech comes home, we hope he gets his money, gets back doing, you know what I'm saying, Meech things, stuff behind the scenes, movies, books, all this other stuff, but stay away from the internet because you will lose because you're old. The internet is a young man's game all day long, and you cannot defeat the internet. The problem is they're going to put you in these tricks. They're going to try to trick you out your bag, and then what do we have? Ross doing these videos. The money that will be made with Ross is what? You judging a car show, they might pay you $20,000. Setting up your own TV show on a series could set you up for $20 million. Which one do you choose? All I'm saying is you got to pick a side sometimes, but you got to have information on why you picking a side. He didn't have that information. The people around him is out here. They know, but they let him make that decision because you know why? Because somebody doesn't have a backbone to say, "Hey, big homie, hey, don't do that, big homie."
You right. Who gonna say that a big Meech? He the OG. Come on now.
Nick, look,
listen.
I'm not gonna let my OG come out here and get his head popped though.
I don't think that's gonna happen, sir.
That's what happened. He came out. You let your OG come out here and get tricked off the scene so fast. You know, people want to tear you down anyway. You a legend.
Them YNs these days, they don't care about nobody. There's no
exactly.
code. There's no street code. There's no none of that. Now,
but just we talking about. We're not even talking about the YNs. We talking about the internet. The internet don't care. They build you up to tear you down. So that myth that they built up, that big Meech myth, you think people ain't ready to tear that down? Everybody ready to say you a snitch and this, that, and the third. They waiting on to say it. But you gonna like. But the thing was with Meech though. He should have never made that woman mad. If this is true, and she got all this on you, why? You better keep her the most happiest person ever in the world.
You know, Cuddy, maybe he ain't worried about that. You know what I'm saying? How much time he did?
He did 20 years.
Bruh, you do 20 years, you come out, and you still, you know what I'm saying, straight. You probably ain't caring about too much. So now, you know, obviously there's some rhyme behind his reason.
We hope.
I guess we're gonna have to see, right?
Yeah, this it's gonna play out.
Right here is slightly messy. Always. And anytime anything involves 50, it's gonna be messy. 50's so messy.
Yeah,
and you know I like 50, but he messy. He hella messy. I mean, I like him now, but he hella messy.
Hey yo, tonight we got something messy too. We got a question. The inbox jumped in. Somebody jumped in my inbox and they sent me something, and I I didn't know how to answer it. So what I did was I said I'm gonna put it on the show. We're gonna get some comments, and for anybody, if you got any questions, man, about relationships, about anything. If you want to learn about credit, if you want to learn about anything, and we got the information, we ain't got no problem. Jump in my inbox, send me a message, man. Hey, if you want, I'm gonna ask you permission. Can I put it on the show? I'll blot your name out, like you see I did right there. And then, hey, yo, we can get to it. So tonight's question comes from a certain individual, and I'll read this. It says, "Hey, bro, man, I've been subscribed to your podcast for a minute. Got a situation I need help with. I'm married, but my wife is kind of tripping. She hasn't tried building a foundation with me, like buying a home or anything we can call anything we can call our own. She hasn't even took my last name. What should I do? How should I feel? Yo,
Wait, hold on, so that I can make sure that I understand and that the
mhm.
listeners understand.
Right.
They are married.
They're married.
She did not take his last name.
Nope, still got her last name.
Well, so do I, but is it hyphenated?
No,
Okay. She hasn't tried to establish a foundation such as
like building a home, like trying to just anything. I guess where it's like, all right, boom, we married. Let's go for a buy a home. I guess he's put that on the table. She shot it down, or might even put it off to saying not yet.
while I can't speak for her, I can say women usually like security, right? That's one of the biggest things. Like a man for us ain't got to have all the money in the world. He ain't got to be the, you know what I'm saying, the finest, the best looking. But if he treats us well and we feel secure with him emotionally and financially, we look for that. Do you see what I'm saying? Especially like if we have families, we look for emotional security. That's important. But financial security is also important. So she doesn't want to buy a house or build anything with him, and they're married. I see, if they weren't married, I would say simply, she ain't into you like that. But they married.
Yeah, yeah.
She still might not be into him like that.
So I was gonna hold this question, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw it at you. So why do you think they got married then?
You know, I would like to ask them that.
Let's
If
put
it,
a scenario together real quick.
okay,
Let's say he asked her to marry her. He didn't pressure her. He didn't keep on, like how somebody keep on, let's get married, let's get married. No, he just asked and she said yes, but she's acting this way. Why? I got an answer, but I want to see if you have an answer.
Cuddy, I don't have an answer, but what I have is maybe a suggestion as to what might be going on,
Okay, go ahead.
and I could be wrong. So I've just said that women like emotional security, women like financial security, right?
Right.
Um, but maybe she has no idea of what it means to be a wife. I mean, because
Mm,
everybody will tell you that when a man tries to do something, no matter what it is, if he has a good helpmate, she will make it 10 times better. I don't care if it's a home, I don't care if it's a business, I don't care if it's, you know what I'm saying, an invention, whatever it is, whatever he's doing, if he has a good woman beside him, she
right.
makes that 10 times better. So if she doesn't know her role in, as far as being a wife, maybe she did not have that role model. Maybe she is not domestic. Maybe she is just not into being a wife. I have no idea. I am really perplexed, which is abnormal for me. Not too much should surprise me. Not too much surprise me, Cuddy, not in this day and age, right? But
Right.
with this one, I'm kind of, you know, that's kind of heavy for me that she don't want to like build with him. What? Why? And
So
he's ready to buy a house, and yeah, that don't make sense to me.
so this is my opinion. When I got this, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna walk through when I saw this.
Please, please,
When
please,
I
please.
got this, I thought it was fake. I thought it was fake. I reached out to the person. He got back to me. We started talking. Some information was shared, and then I started to understand a little bit um, on his standpoint. His standpoint is he really, really, really cares about this woman. But the question is, let me see if I can pull that bad boy back up again. He had a question is this: so what should he do? How should he feel? So this is just my yo disclaimer. This is my opinion, just my thoughts. You should love that woman. You should definitely love that woman. you should express to that woman how much you love that woman. If that woman does not understand why you want these things or why these things mean, as what they, I guess, should mean to you or to her as well, you are not married, my brother. You are not married. You are actually single. And I'm gonna be honest. She's taking your time. You run into people in the world that wants to drink your blood, right? They're called vampires. There's people like that that want to do that to your time. They want to do that to your space. They want to suck the time out of you. They want to suck up all the goodness out of you. And then when it's no longer there, they're gonna, let you go about your way. And then it's nothing else nobody else wants from you. You can't let that happen. You need to sit down with that woman. Y'all can go to counseling. Y'all can go to therapy and figure out what's going on. Because it might be some stuff going on that probably happened in her past, like her parents, her grandparents, or something like that. If you figure that out, then y'all might be on the road. Boom. But if you go and nothing else changes, you are no longer single, bro. You continue to live your life as a single man until you get that final divorce. Nah, don't go out and cheat. Don't cheat now. I'm not telling you to cheat, but I'm telling you right now, you are not married. There is no way
Well,
in the world you're not married, bro.
I'm gonna disagree with you only because something is going on. Like it's a blank space somewhere in here that we don't it's something that we don't know about
Right,
because something is just not adding up. I'm not saying that he's not telling you some stuff that he's doing because let's be real now. If they are married and he's not doing what he's supposed to do, as far as, so let me tell you something about women that you probably already know, but just if you do, let me just say it again. When men are doing their job as our man, our husband, our whatever y'all are to us, when y'all are doing y'all job the way y'all supposed to do it, we will submit easily to
mm,
whatever you want to do. Okay.
okay,
We have no problem falling back. I don't care if she's been a single mom for 20 years. Blah, blah. When a man come along and make it so that we can fall back and be in our soft element, we like to do that. That is how it was intentional to be. That is how God meant for it to be. We're supposed to be helpmates. We're supposed to be the softer side of you guys. We're supposed to be the reason behind our men. Like when y'all be really, really pissed off and y'all come and be like, we be like, babe, just calm down. We're supposed to be in our soft phase most of the time. A lot of times when we're single moms, when we will have stuff going on where we can't be in that soft phase. I get that. But we like to be. So I would have to know that he is just a good man. And you know how a lot of times a good woman will get with a sucker type dude or a fuck boy. I hate to
right.
say that word, but they exist. Or either a good man will get with a woman who is just not on his level. Do you see what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna hold my judgment until because we're gonna have to do a part two on this because something is just not making sense to you, girl. And I'm gonna tell you something. While I'm not the expert, I know that as a woman, if he's doing what he's supposed to do, he can say, "Babe, let's buy a house. Let's start a business. Let's go to Africa and make watering reservoirs for the people of Africa." I'm gonna be with it because
Uh,
that's my man. And I allow him to lead me because I trust him to lead me. It's not about what she wants. It's about why isn't she submitting to him? And there's a reason for that. I don't know
eh,
what he's
uh,
not doing. It may be on her, but I will reserve my judgment until we do this part two because we gotta do a part two because something ain't right.
yep. I,
Something ain't going.
I agree. I agree. This is the thing. If we were talking about a person that's married and the wife didn't want to build with you while you're married, I have totally agree with you. There is something that you're not doing, or there's something that y'all disconnecting. Y'all not on the same playing field. The problem was this: y'all got married, and she didn't take your last name. She didn't hyphenate it. She didn't even put it on nothing. It's not on a piece of paper. It's not on mail. That meant that y'all got married, say on say Saturday, right? I got married on Saturday, which was what the first. We'll just say the first. Y'all got married on the first. That meant that on Monday, which is the third, she didn't go down to no courthouse. She didn't call AT&T or T-Mobile and change on the cell phone bill. She didn't change nothing, not one single thing. There is nothing that she didn't feel safe for to say yes on Saturday. She felt comfortable saying yes on Saturday. Comfortable. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, she didn't feel comfortable changing her last name. That right there shows me that there is a problem. Not that you're not doing anything to make her submit or be in her soft girl era. None of that. It's showing me that she had other alternatives, like other means, like it's something else going on. Because at this point, why would we get married if you didn't even want to be my wife?
Who
What's the
said she
purpose?
didn't want to be the man's wife, Cuddy? Who said
She's
that?
not his wife.
Just
That is his roommate.
ho.
That's
Just
his
because
roommate.
she didn't, just because she didn't take his last name,
No,
it takes
it's other
longer than
stuff going
Monday,
on.
Tuesday,
So
Wednesday,
if it
Thursday, Friday.
so if she's not building with you, she doesn't take your last name. Then what are y'all doing?
Well, I said there's a gray area. Something's going on that homeboy
Yeah,
didn't tell you about,
but right now
and
with
it
the
was going
information
on
we have,
before they got, and it was going on before they got married. So why they got married, I don't know. But
exactly.
there's a gray area that homeboy ain't telling you about.
Yeah.
I don't know if she got another girl and she don't want to take that last name because of her other girl. I don't know what's going on, but there's a gray area that homeboy didn't tell you about. And you didn't call me homeboy, but if you would have called me, you would have got these questions asked because the investigator and all of us women, we be like, well, what's going on? You saw the slip of the tongue because I
Yeah.
was about to say, what the f is going on?
So
Something you
so
leaving
this is what we're
something
gonna do.
out.
We're gonna do. You're a subscriber. You seen this video. Fill in the blanks. Toy, if you talking to him right now, ask these questions that you want to know to help you fill in the blanks right now.
Mm-hmm.
What are the questions?
So my first question would be, why don't you want to purchase a house with him? Is it because you don't feel secure? Is do you not feel safe enough in this marriage to invest in a house with him? Um, my other question would be, do you feel safe emotionally with him? Because those are the first two and most important questions. I don't care about her not changing her last name. To me, that's irrelevant. Maybe to him it bothers him more than anything, but I guarantee you, once I ask her, are you safe emotionally in this marriage? Are you safe financially in this marriage? Is this somewhere you want to be? And can you see yourself in this marriage in the next 5 to 10 years? Those are the three questions that I would ask her. And from that, she would give me everything that I need to know.
Mm, okay. I got questions too. Let me get some water. Hold on. My questions. Did you feel like you should have got married because it's the popular thing to do? You see a lot of times a lot of females or even males get in certain situations because it's cool to do. It looks good to do, but you're not really emotionally ready for. So is that one of the things that happened? Two, did you think that this man would go out and find another woman that might be, I don't know, like the real love of his life? Because a lot of times you might try to, tie him up until you feel like you're ready to go ahead and do that. He might have been like, you know what, I want to be married, I want to be a husband. Hey, I'm getting older, I'm trying to have a family. And you might have been like, all right, cool, let's do that, but you really wasn't ready. Could that been it? Now, question to him: What made this woman? What made you ask this woman to marry you? What happened? What was it? Was it like you couldn't see yourself with nobody else? And if so, did she feel the same way? So that'll be my question for both of them. Like, what made y'all say yes? Was it like a shotgun wedding, or was it like, yo, this is time we feel right? Like, let's do this. Sometimes, a lot of times, you know what? I'm gonna be an example. I know some people that got married during COVID season because they felt like, you know, the world might be coming to an end, so might as well let's go ahead and do it. But everybody
I
survived
don't know.
COVID.
I don't know nobody who did that. But what I will say is this: um, we can agree to disagree. But I just want to tell you, nobody don't have to tie no nigga up these days to until something better come along. They could have just been girlfriend boyfriend for that. There's a reason they got married. Clearly, um, yeah. I just need to know some more details because somebody leaving something out, and I don't know if it's him or maybe he wants to buy a house. Maybe he ain't the breadwinner. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Maybe she is the breadwinner. So listen. I've been a woman, contrary to what some of these folks can say. I've been a woman all my life, and that's no shade. What I can tell you, what I can tell you is
Oh man.
when we love a man and when we're into a man, we want to do everything that we are. We want him to be a part of it. Whether it's, our business, whether it's our finances, whether it's if she is the breadwinner and he's ready to buy a house and she said, not quite, because you have to get your money up. I don't know what it is, Cuddy. I'm just throwing some stuff out there, and I could be on the wrong track, but something is missing. It's a piece of that puzzle that's missing. And so what I want to do is that let some folks call in or write in us, please, and let us know what y'all think, because I'm telling you, something ain't adding up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a mathematician, but I can definitely tell you this 2 + 2 is coming up. I'm coming up with 2.
Yo,
I ain't coming up with 4.
I got a
I'm
question,
coming up with 2.
fellas. I got a question for the fellas. Fellas, if this was you, if you was in this situation, what would you say? What would you do? Not what you say to him. What would you do, sir, is with her? And what would you say to her? If this woman didn't want to take your name, she didn't want to build with you, she ain't want to, I'm assuming, no kids. So there's nothing really tying you to this relationship except for some legal paperwork, and that's about it. So how would y'all feel? Let us know, man. Hit me in the inbox or jumping down here at the bottom on them comments and let us know. Because I'm
Please.
interested. Because like I said,
And if y'all like me and think something ain't adding up, then you need to say that too, because something ain't right. If she don't want to build with him and she didn't take his last name either, to me, that is giving some masculine energy on her side. Something ain't right with
what you mean
homeboy.
by
And
when you say masculine energy on her side, what do you mean by that?
she to me, she's playing more of the male role.
Mm,
And that's why I say she might be the breadwinner. I could be wrong. She didn't take his last name. You see what I'm saying?
right.
Usually that'd be the first thing we like to do.
That's what I'm saying.
And then why wouldn't she want to buy? I'm just getting like that she's not in her soft girl era, and that's all I'm saying. Something isn't quite adding up. Now, whoever wants to give me the number 2 pencil, that's what we used to take tests with in school. If somebody wants to
Mhm.
get, you can tell I'm old school. If somebody wants to give me the number 2 pencil and test me on some things, please do. I am always open for constructive criticism, but I can assure you that I am not an educator, but this 2 + 2 is not equaling 4. It is like 2 1/3 or some shit like that. It ain't right. It ain't adding up. So I look forward to, this is a question right here that we need to elaborate a little bit more on. Mm-hmm.
Hey, hey, yo, like I said, it's just my opinion, bro. You single? I, I be, I, I, I totally agree with Toy. Totally agree. It's some things that's missing from this equation. But at this
Mm-hmm.
point, the information I have right now, it sounds like, and I've known this to happen because this has happened to me in the past. Sound like a woman is trying to buy your time, meaning, hey, I'm gonna wrap you up in this situation until I'm ready. Like you probably was my husband. Like I want you to be my husband. I want to be your wife, but I'm not ready to be your wife. But we gonna go ahead and pull this trigger. Matter of fact, I know two situations, and I'm not gonna say no names because I'm still friends with both parties. But if I know they watch both of this, and y'all know who I'm talking to, they did this exact thing. Now the only thing is, I don't know his age, but they did this when they were younger. They did this when they were in their like early 20s. It was like early mid 20s, and the one person wasn't ready to be married, but went ahead and pulled the trigger. Like, oh, let's get married. The other person, yes, I want you to be my wife. Boom, they got married, but they both was not ready to be married. They both said it at the end of the day. We wasn't ready to be married. Like I wasn't ready, and it didn't work out. One was living a total different life, and the other one was trying to figure out why this one is living that life. But brother, get sit down with a counselor and get down to the bottom of it. I mean,
But
personally, I
before
really
you,
think something going on
I was
like
gonna say, before
happened
you
before
sit down
him.
with a counselor, before you sit down with a counselor, sir, be real with us and tell us for real what's going on. Because you just can't call and ask no question like that and think we just gonna be like, oh no, she. Nah, no, 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 no. Some ain't right. Something missing. And you ain't gotta tell us, but don't call him, don't hit him up saying, oh, she don't want to build with me, and then thinking you're gonna leave a gray area. Not for Barnaby Jones. That's for old school people who know the movie. You know Barnaby Jones?
Yeah, I know who Barnaby Jones is.
All
Yeah.
right. So I'm gonna investigate and I'm gonna get to the very bottom of it, sir. That's if you want us to now. We may not even hear from him because he know how I'm gonna dissect it. You see what I'm saying? I've been a woman all my life. I know how we move. Not all of us, but the majority of us who are married and who love our men, I know how we move.
Right.
So there's nothing in us that does not want to buy a house and build and secure a future and that's what we look for. See, so
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
But hold on. But before we go, I do have one. You tapped on something when you said masculine energy, and I've been thinking because we said this on previous shows. We said that the women are the new men and the men are the new women. Could
Mm-hmm.
it be that the roles are switched? That she might want to be the man of the relationship, and she ran into a man that's like, "Hold on, what's going on? I'm supposed to be the man." Because I've been seeing that a lot, like a lot of ladies, and I don't think it's financially. Like, you the financial breadwinner, so I'm going to, fall in suit, or I'm gonna follow your lead. I think a lot of women are probably used to being independent, or even just headstrong to the point where they feel they don't need a man, and then when they get a man, they just don't know exactly what a man wants or what a man desires or needs. So could it be that that woman just doesn't want to let go of control?
Cuddy, listen. I could be wrong. She may not be the breadwinner, right? But I sense some masculine energy, and I'm not sure where that's coming from because, as I said before, when your man is doing what he's supposed to do, you fall back. It's not something that we have to think about doing. It's something that we automatically do just because it's in us. Not if you're doing what you're supposed to do as the man, why do I have to display masculine energy? I don't. I am
Mm,
only going to give you feminine energy. So I don't know what it is. Like I said, we're going to have to get to this on the next show when we talk to Homeboy. I can't talk for him. I can't talk for her. I'm simply telling you that as long as I've been a woman, right? And that's always. I can only tell you how we move when we love our men. I've always said, I have the utmost respect for the men. I've always told y'all to take care of your man. I've always said, pamper your man, rub his feet. Let's not go back to them earlier shows when I always tell, the sisters that you guys carry a lot of weight on your shoulders. It's a lot of stress. You got to take care of your man. I've said that time and time again. There is
right.
no reason for us to display masculine energy when our man is doing what he's supposed to do. Now, unless she married him for potential and then he's not living up to that, it could be something like that. I don't know. Because, we'll marry a man and say, oh, I see his potential. And then he don't live up to it. And then we'll be like, it's been 10 years. Like, are you really working towards your potential? I don't know what it is, but there's a little box and it don't have nothing in it. It don't have an X, a check box, nothing. It's just empty. And that's what he gave you to present to us on this show. Like we was gonna go for it. Now we ain't Cam and Mace or nothing like that, but we can add some stuff up, and some ain't coming together.
Yo,
It's a missing link.
yo, we gonna get with Buddy and give him a chance to explain a little bit more. Um, yo, like I said, yo, hit up the comments and let us know
Yeah.
exactly what y'all think is going on. I don't even care if y'all got proof or not. I want to know what y'all think.
Ah,
That's what I want to know. I want to know what when you hear this, what we presented and what you read, what comes to your mind. All right. Yo, Toy man, yo, we had another bomb show, another great show, and we
we
definitely
probably
finna
should have started off with this, honey, because I didn't
we
have enough time to address this thing. We probably should have started off with this.
hey yo, we definitely finna get into this because there's definitely gonna be a follow up to this. Even if we just following up with comments.
Okay.
Yo, I gotta ask, any last words for the people for the night?
Everybody's going through something. I always tell you to take care of yourself physically. I always tell you to take care of your mental health and just put yourself first. If you put yourself first, it's actually not being selfish. It's just it's a form of self-love. And so for me, I've learned to put myself first because if I'm not at my best, then I can't be anything to anybody else. So I just want to tell everybody who may be suffering from some form of depression. I just got out of a real bad dump myself. I had some death in the family, and, I got some bad news from my dad, about his health and stuff like that. So the thing that I would like to tell people is it gets better, but you also have to be proactive in making it get better. I don't know if that's going to the gym or if that's getting out and about, enjoying life a bit, but please make sure you take care of yourself because there's a lot of things going on right now that can make us really, really, really just sad and depressed and that type of stuff. And we want your energy. I mean, because we're all about positivity here. That doesn't mean that stuff won't happen. It just means take care of yourself. And however you have to do that is that's what you have to do. And then always remember that it's just all love, and we love you very, very much, and we thank you for your support.
Yo, I usually get y'all, make sure y'all love on each other, and I always tell y'all that, right? So I'm gonna switch it up a little bit. This is, make sure my mic is here. It's two parts. One, karma is a motherfucker. Karma
It
is
is.
undefeated.
Mm-hmm.
What goes around comes around. We've heard that 1,000 times. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
times you don't have to go out and seek revenge on people. You don't have to be petty.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
know that people hearing me talk about this is crazy because I am petty king,
Me
but
too.
I am petty Luther Vandross right now. So but karma has a way of coming back around and spanking that ass. So
Mm-hmm.
if you treating people fucked up, hey, it's coming back around. They're gonna
It
have
is.
their day with you. If
It
you
is.
you did people dirty, they gonna have their day with you. You just gotta understand it's their time, and it just came and caught up with you.
Mm.
That's why I always tell you put out that positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Not that two faced stuff. Like you got to put out that real positive energy, and positive things come back to you. You can't look for it to come back to you. It just will. That's
It
karma.
just will.
My last part, real simple, man. We are all on a journey. I don't think we understand this, but so that, let's take a second. You on a journey for greatness. Once you came out, wherever your journey takes you, however long as it takes you, it take you 7 years, it take you 85 years. If you go 120 years, you're on this journey. You're not meant to be on this journey with everybody all the time. A lot of times people are just vessels. Like you might go maybe 2, 3 years with this person, learn something from them, and then you move on. Let people go. Let people be who they be. Do not try to stop anybody for your own selfish reasons because you won't want them to get so far that they forget you. Be happy that they're growing. If you don't, that same point I just said, that karma is gonna come back around and bite you in the ass. Nah, That's all I got for y'all tonight. That's as deep as I'm gonna possibly get, man. Hey, remember, I always tell y'all, make sure y'all love on each other. Make sure
Yep.
y'all telling each other, man, how much y'all care about them, because tomorrow ain't promised, and
Yep.
today might be your last. So, from everybody over here, Convo with a Boss, I got Toy the ATL vegan in the building, and you
Mm-hmm.
know it's your boy B Cuddy, and we out, man. We'll holler at y'all. Y'all know how it go. Peace.
They see me out in V like, but don't talk it all. That's really not the truth, I just don't fuck with y'all. I'm only with a few and yeah, my circle small. Or either by my Danny Ruger in my drawers. Ain't trying to be no tough guy, it's just how I'm raised. The softest niggas gangster in the mid-state. My grandma said you lose, you better fight it.